Rock, my man. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Flicking Things. My name is Daniel, and today I'm going to be reviewing Black Adam. So yeah, I was pretty excited for this movie. I don't know if you guys saw my reaction trailer, but basically I was saying that, like I'm a big fan of The Rock. I love his movies. I'm a sucker for his action movies, even though they're pretty much silly. And I would say like his acting isn't the greatest, but I mean, like, it's The Rock. Come on. I mean, like, he's the modern day action hero. He's the modern day Arnold Schwarzenegger, and stuff like that. Going into this movie, I wasn't expecting anything like, crazy or anything like, deep and like a serious tone story. I was expecting just mindless fun and mindless action, and yes, that is exactly what I got. I think that's why I enjoyed it so much. I seen a few people say like, it's like really stupid, but that's what I wanted, and that's what I got. And The Rock definitely, kicks ass. And I think that's when he's at his best, when he's kicking ass and he's not really trying to act too serious or anything like that. Like he's best at just like being that character who's this big badass and gets things done. And this is exactly what he does. I really enjoyed the action. I really thought the choreography was really good. The CGI could have used a little bit of work. You could tell like there were some scenes were like pretty good, and there were some scenes were like, okay, that's really bad. I don't know if they rushed that or it just didn't look real. Like there's a flashback. I don't want to give any spoilers away, but there's a flashback basically where they show The Rock before he becomes Black Adam, and yeah, it looks really fake. It was kind of distracting. As far as characters, you got Hawkman and Dr. Fate, which Pierce Brosnan played, and I thought he did a really good job. He was actually one of my favorites. I was like, okay, like I wouldn't mind seeing a solo movie of him, and maybe an origin story or just a movie evolving around Dr. Fate, because I thought he did like a really fantastic job. The actor who played Hawkman, I thought he did really good. You can tell like they had like this backstory between the two, Hawkman and Dr. Fate, and that was pretty interesting. But they didn't really explore that. They just kind of like throw you in with into like the action, which is and they're part of this group called the Justice Society. Like I said, I wouldn't mind seeing a movie like with either like a solo movie with Dr. Fate or a movie with them together. I would have been really interested in that. The other characters, Atom Smasher and Cyclone, they were okay. They had good chemistry between them two, but as far as like the overall movie, they really didn't bring much to the table at all. Like I don't know. I just really didn't like their characters. I really didn't care much for them, especially Atom Smasher. Like he was basically the Flash 2.0. Like he was trying to like make jokes and all that stuff. And I don't know. It just really didn't land for me. Like none of the jokes he was making weren't funny at all. Like it was just like crickets. It was just like, yeah, this is really bad and cringy. And speaking of cringy, yes, the dialogue is very cringy. It's very silly, and like the dialogue isn't that great, but like I didn't like, I'll give it a pass because I really didn't care about that. Like all I cared about was just like the nonstop action, and that's what I got. And that's basically like, if you're like into that and that's what you're expecting, that's what you want, you're gonna be happy with this movie. Like like I said, I really enjoyed this movie. Negatives, I kind of gave you the negatives already, but I'll give you another negative. The ending of the movie wasn't the greatest. Honestly, borderline. It was actually a letdown. I wouldn't even say borderline letdown, but it was a letdown. It's because like there is a bad guy. There really is like an antagonist, but he was very like, I just didn't like him at all. Like I didn't care for his character at all. You don't really get anything of substance with him. It was just like total, I would say 90s bad guy. Like it's just like, okay, this guy making a long speech, type of thing, and why he's doing the things that he's doing, but like it just came off of just like stupid pretty much. And there's obviously a showdown at the end. I mean, it's not really a spoiler, there's going to be a showdown, especially with these superhero movies, that I really just didn't care about. I was just like, okay, I really don't care about this, but I will forgive it because like the rest of the movie, like all the stuff that happened before that was really enjoyable, and I really liked it. So yeah, like I said, I think The Rock is at his best when he's playing a badass character and just kicking ass. If he can stick with that, you know, I'm all in. So yeah, I can't wait to see other stuff with him. Hopefully this movie does pretty good. I heard there was a pretty good opening weekend. Hopefully they'll come out with more movies with him. So yeah, and then obviously there's it. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's already out there. There's a big cameo at the end, so stay for that. Stay for the end credits. A lot of people are gonna be happy. A lot of people were cheering in my theater when there was this cameo. So I'll leave it at that. All right, so I'm gonna give this movie a rating. I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5 Brahma Bulls. Yeah, this movie is. It's not the greatest. It's honestly, it's like stupid fun. It's silly. It's ridiculous, but I loved it. I feel like this movie's gonna be more of a like a guilty pleasure movie where you know this movie's like kind of bad, but it's also pretty awesome at the same time. So yeah, you should definitely check this out. All right, that's gonna do it for my review. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you.